No ride matters, but every ride does. Hi, my name is Peter Georgie from Sulor Coaching, and I'm really glad to see you today. So, my favourite mantra, no ride matters, but every ride does. What do I really mean by that? Well, when you're training and you're trying to build your consistency, you're building up for your big event in the summer, what you do on a week by week, month by month, and even on a longer scale, over a year by year basis matters. And the idea of building consistency is the basis of all fitness. And to be fair, the single biggest determinant of endurance performance is consistency in our training. So if things are going well and you have that consistency, you're planning your rides, you're planning your weeks, you're planning your months, and you're getting most of those rides done, and you can see your progression, you can feel the fitness, and you can see the amount of time you spent on your bike and in the gym doing your training is going up and it's building, then if you need to take a day off, take a day off, because no ride matters. When things are going well, if you've got to do some extra homework, or you've got to work late at night, or you've got a family event at the weekend, whatever it may be, you can take that time off. No ride matters. On the other hand, when things aren't going quite so well and you're finding it hard to fit all your training in, perhaps you've got a few work events during the week and you can't train when you wanted to, or you've got family events at the weekend and they are literally stopping you building that consistency across the months, and you miss a couple of weekends every month, then your training is sort of suffering and you're not progressing. You're probably just sort of maintaining where you are. You're at a plateau. Then every ride you do matters. So every ride does. So I use this sort of saying, it's sort of a mantra of mine. I give it to a lot of the people I coach with because I really believe it helps you put context into your training. So when things are going well, you don't get too stressed about having to take time off. The numbers don't really matter. The days don't really matter because your base fitness is going really well, and you're not going to lose fitness just by missing one day. On the other hand, if your base fitness isn't building and you're struggling, then every extra hour you can do can really, really help your fitness. So at one end of the scale, it gives you the freedom to relax and to move your training around and fit with family life. On the other end of the scale, it's a really good motivator because sometimes when things aren't going well and you think, I'd planned a 3-hour ride today, but I've only got time for an hour. And you think, stuff it, I'm not going to go and do it. No, every ride does. So get out and do that hour, because each extra hour you can do will make a difference to your overall fitness. So it's a little mantra. I often think it doesn't make sense when you first say it to people. No ride matters, but every ride does. But when you think about it, when you pull it apart, it's a really powerful way of giving you the flexibility and freedom not to be too stressed about your training, but also to motivate you when things aren't going right, to just get out on that bike. Just do one more hour, because every extra hour you do, I guarantee it all adds up. So there you are. No ride matters, but every ride does. I hope it's useful.